It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. I hear, I know, I see, I remember, I do, I understand. By three methods we may learn wisdom: first, by reflection, which is noblest; second, by imitation, which is easiest; and third, by experience, which is the bitterest. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation there is sure to be failure. When anger rises, think of the consequences. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. It is easy to hate and it is difficult to love. This is how the whole scheme of things works. All good things are difficult to achieve, and bad things are very easy to get. Never give a sword to a man who can't dance. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. Humility is the solid foundation of all virtues. The cautious seldom err. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. If you think in terms of a year, plant a seed. If in terms of 10 years, plant trees. If in terms of 100 years, teach the people. Old age, believe me, is a good and pleasant thing. It is true you are gently shouldered off the stage, but then you are given such a comfortable front stall as spectator. Heaven means to be one with God. Never contract friendship with a man that is not better than thyself. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. What you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. If I'm walking with two other men, each of them will serve as my teacher. I will pick out the good points of the one and imitate them, and the bad points of the other and correct them in myself. The expectations of life depend upon diligence. The mechanic that would perfect his work must first sharpen his tools. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. We should feel sorrow, but not sink under its oppression. You cannot open a book without learning something. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. An oppressive government is more to be feared than a tiger. A gentleman would be ashamed should his deeds not match his words. The object of the superior man is truth. Study the past if you would divine the future. If we don't know life, how can we know death? The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. They must often change. Who would be constant in happiness or wisdom? The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. In a country well governed, poverty is something to be ashamed of. In a country badly governed, wealth is something to be ashamed of. It is more shameful to distrust our friends than to be deceived by them. Without feelings of respect, what is there to distinguish men from beasts? To see the right and not to do it is cowardice.